You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging.
I've already challenged the god's authority once. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I've already challenged a god. Already. You don't scare me. Honestly, she scares me more than you do.
Who wants to hurt my devout follower?
Your friends. Are you that stupid? Hello everybody, my name is Kazm Vulfhart, aka King Kazm, whatever you want to call me, and welcome back to Genshin Impact stream. Pardon my poor vocal quality, I have a slight headache, so I can't even wear my headphones right now. So I'm just gonna do my best today.
Bring it.
I basically have my headphones sitting next to my head.
Look, over there. Our helpers have arrived already.
Are they our helpers?
Wait a moment.
Oh, it's you.
Aren't you?
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
That is a fair point.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants. We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
How long before they
Glad to hear
backfire?
your
They
sense of
backfire on us.
resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will
Hello,
be
Jester.
unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be
That's
ready
okay.
for combat.
I'm not talking much right now. Dealing with a headache.
Halt!
Oh, what a warm welcome. What do you
Roman, how
want?
could you betray us?
Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia?
Whoops.
Can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Don't mind the clicking, I'm just putting my
Nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary.
my light to
Brothers,
blue.
For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
How could you betray us, Raman? I thought we had an understanding.
Overrule.
Oh, I was gonna suck. You're all dying. I'm not holding back. I'm murdering all of you.
This is where we fall.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
How dare you?
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Jeshred will curse you, and you will all...
Silence!
Oh,
But
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
I've been kind of excited for this.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes, things went perfectly.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru City safely.
Barp.
You're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe Dia should already be waiting for you.
Barp.
Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
I don't think that's
I have
his
a very
character.
close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows I won't make jokes about things like this. If we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
Good. Excellent. Oh, God, an achievement. I'm not doing pulls today. I'm not doing pulls. I have more achievements. I'm not doing pulls today because I know some of the stuff that's coming up next. And I want to build. I want to get a lot of wishes in the meantime. Sorry, I need to check. YouTube. Okay, where am I going next? Do I have a teleport point? Caravan Ribbit. Caravan Ribbit? Caliban Ribbit? Oh, pardon the, pardon that one mission where it's asking me to find wine for a dude. I need to complete that later. Considering it's the Shazam.
Yeah, we're here!
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
That's impressive.
Sorry, we didn't mean...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. Alright, I'll stop.
You better,
All joking
Missy.
aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible.
Do I even
for us
fight the
to achieve
Doctor?
our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon on the creep.
I've already had to fight
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy
Child
old
and
geezers in the
Signora.
academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that.
It wouldn't surprise me if I had to fight the Doctor. But I get the feeling I had to fight the Balladeer next.
According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The Sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone you know.
She really doesn't.
Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want?
Paimon, shut up.
Paimon's not sure we can afford it.
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they smile.
That's sweet of you.
Come on, give me a smile.
I don't like my smile.
So that I can be less worried. Looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm.
Is she flirting with me when she
There are
has a
many kinds of
girlfriend?
smiles,
I'm
but
kidding.
only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Party's DI.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was about to say Party City. I'm just like, what? Cause I know I can't ascend... No, wait. Oh, it's her talent. I can't upgrade her talent until I pick this up from fighting the knave. Which is what she is, so... I know that much. Child... is one of them. Balladeer should be next. If I have to fight Fatui. It's interesting that I'm fighting, like, it does throw me a little bit off, actually. Let me show you why. This first boss was Storm Terror, which was a dragon. That's fair. That's kind of par for the course. The second boss of the area, the farmable boss, is technically Child. Isn't it? Yeah, because you can get his boss drops from here. These are his boss drops, right? Yeah. So you get the boss drops from Child, but you don't get the boss drops from fighting the ocean dude. Don't look like you can farm the other ocean creature either. Over here should be the boss area, right? Yeah. This boss drops the Senora stuff. I don't know who the Senora upgrade. I would assume the Child upgrades the Child, but Senora isn't a pool here. I feel like the Wanderer would be the Balladeer boss fight that we might be facing. Once again, I don't know if it's actually the Balladeer boss fight. I could be assuming here. I assume, because a lot of her stuff was in Fontaine itself, that Arle is the boss of Fontaine. I would assume. But it throws me off because they're all Fatui Harbingers instead of a boss like Storm Terror. And Storm Terror's boss fight is very sit and waity, which is kind of
He's over there. Let's go say hi.
off as well. Hello, puppy.
Tighnari!
Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right. Then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor.
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Paradis DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah.
I wonder what's the over-under on somebody being
Can I
mind
ask what it
controlled
was about?
and turning against us during this entire operation.
Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the academia. Okay. I'll answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type.
I'm glad that they have like voice lines for the I
You
forgot
don't
to
need
do
to tell
them.
me anything you don't want to. I'll also
Well,
get
on the
straight
plus
to
side, the
point.
voice line should already
The
be
Harbinger you mentioned
covered
came
for
to me
Sumeru, and
because
I'm
he
not doing
wanted to take
events.
the scholar Hypatia
But I
away
forgot
with him.
to change the voice lines.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis Di.
His hair doesn't seem too
Yes.
blue.
Have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care,
This is a bad
Hypatia will
idea,
receive
don't do
the
it.
most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable?
No, because you're lying.
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest.
Same.
It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's confident in himself and his abilities to a point of near insanity. I would never
Oh,
refer
maybe
a
that's why I
patient to
hate it
someone
so
like
much.
him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still,
He's gonna kidnap her. Or worse.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar.
He's already
Sadly,
kidnapped her.
even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Why is it so bad to seek knowledge?
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
he asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
But didn't you just say he wasn't looking down on others? He just was way too confident in his abilities?
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky.
I'm already willing
Now
to bet
you
that
know
the
a bit
hypnosis is
more,
already gone.
It should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me.
Oh.
Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but
Aren't
there's
you-
something off
aren't
about
you,
this
like-
most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and the tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters.
Oh.
I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me, if you can keep yourself safe. Please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario
So
comes
much
to pass,
convoluted
you must
planning.
be extra vigilant and be wary of any messages or direct requests from the academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Which makes me wonder, why are
Being
you
loyal
here?
to the academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
Are you kidding? I
The
distrust my alma
academia,
maters.
Yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried that he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long, but in the end, it's still caught up to him.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all of this. In which case, I must keep my promise and help you however I can. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis Diat?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
Has anybody checked on Hypatia? Is a question I should be asking.
According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went. How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me.
Baka.
That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just
She's
how
fast.
arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces
Sealy.
are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought.
You want to share your thoughts? I don't know what we're doing. Oh, there's a camp here for Fatui.
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
I like the little mushroom boar in the log. It's cute. It's adorable. I like it. Are those Fatui? Yeah, those are Fatui.
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't draw their attention.
Paimon, shut up.
The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
I want to go to Snezhnaya.
But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
I feel like I'm doing this the wrong way. Don't mind. Don't mind me.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Okay, best way to do this is to go this way. I'm glad it's a little bit easy to do this, but at the same time, it's kind of a bit too easy. So where do I gotta go to? Oop. Nope, don't notice me. Where do I gotta go? Oh, literally over there. Definitely not obvious.
This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
He notices us.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the...
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago.
Was it an illusion?
So this was a trap. Wait, don't tell me that...
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to part...
Huh? What do you mean?
I kind of knew that.
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I couldn't...
Oh no! Are you saying they're going to kill her?
Let's go!
Why didn't anybody think about that from the beginning? I immediately was just like, should we protect Hypatia? Anybody check on Hypatia?
Pardis Di is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Pardeus DI for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself.
No.
I've done my duty to inform you.
Logically,
Don't make things difficult for yourself.
no, you have no right. Diplomatic or not, you have no rights to do this.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardeus DI now, I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herbs.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
What are you going to do? Go back to your country and complain? Oh, boo-hoo, they wouldn't let us get the research medicines you wanted us to get. Boo-hoo.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping a low profile. I may be staying at Pardeus DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
And if you attack, you're basically does Genshin Impact's political world not work like ours?
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Tanari, are you alright?
I'm fine. These two have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
What do you mean they've really crossed the line? They crossed their line.
Keep dreaming.
Yeah, Tanari, beat him up!
They crossed the line back in frickin' Liyue.
The doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now. Overruled. This is where you fall. Laid bare.
This plant is actually in my way. Okay, you had no reason to join in, and you chose to join in anyways. Like, I don't get it. Like,
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia.
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Doesn't look like it. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
I don't like this.
So, you think this is over?
Oh, hi, Belladeer.
What? The ballad?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
He's in my brain.
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Pardeus DI and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness.
Who are you talking to?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me? Scholars consider the God of Wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it. But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. It's truly laughable. Yes. What is it? Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean?
Sorry, I'm reading it in my mind like he is. My bad.
Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares. But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you.
Buddy, I hate to tell you this, but you should really listen.
I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine.
That does not mean you were meant to be born a god.
Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value.
Okay.
All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago.
Okay, but why didn't you try and make your life better?
Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking and sense the depth of your determination.
Okay, then why ask us that question?
This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth.
We haven't had a guardian complex for the most part. All we've been doing is trying to talk to the Archons. And we just so happen to get roped up into a bunch of shit.
It'll be for your
That
own
involves
good,
saving people.
as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance.
Okay, I kind of agree with you on that one.
Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way.
No. Because you've proven, like, time and time again, you don't give a shit about a single human being. Because you feel that their emotions are drivel. And pointless. Why would you care about one singular entity?
She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower.
That's kind of weak, bud.
All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging.
I've already challenged the god's authority once. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I've already challenged a god. Already. You don't scare me. Honestly, she scares me more than you do.
Who wants to hurt my devout follower?
Your friends. Are you that stupid?
The doctor wants to hurt my first follower?
Are you stupid? You've worked with the guy. Or hopefully at the very least heard some of the stories about him.
How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord?
Dude, my guy. How do you not know about what the Doctor has done? Are all of you Harbingers that fucking cut off from each other? That you'd have no idea about anything that's been done in your own country by other Harbingers? Or the other country for that matter? Are you all that separated from each other?
The Doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god.
He's literally sending Fatui to try and kill Hypatia. Or capture her. Still haven't fully figured that one out yet, to be honest. You could literally use my memory. You have access to my memories. You can see me fighting them. You can see all my thoughts and stuff like that. Why are you questioning this?
You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the Doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift. Just like my expression of affection.
I'm sorry, no,
towards
you're
Hypatia.
delusional just like the Doctor. You're an idiot.
It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded.
You are just like the Doctor. An idiot.
Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while.
Yeah, because he's got the powers.
Where is the storm headed?
I don't understand. Oh my goodness. How can you be less unaware?
That means anyone outside is in danger!
I hate... Where am I going? Tainari's been shot.
Oh, have the Fatui retreated? Hey, what happened to you?
He's hurt.
I'm fine. Ow!
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. It's all right. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia all right?
Should we really be having this conversation outside with the lightning striking?
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case. Let's go to Hypatia.
Like, okay, so like my biggest gripe with what's happening right now is that obviously the Balladeer's deranged, so obviously he wouldn't see the full picture. Because that's what derangement does, it makes you not see the full picture. But like, why wouldn't he believe me when I say that the Doctor wants her dead? Like, seriously, he has access to my memories and my thoughts and stuff like that. Why would I lie about that?
Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I don't understand
I
that.
understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
That is very true.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry, traveler. Now you may start.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan.
Like,
How
that's
ridiculous.
my biggest thing. Oops, sorry, not me to hit my mic. The fucking gods, or no, sorry, sages. The sages, not the gods. I'm not trying to insult the gods this time. Are trying to make their own god. Obviously, The Balladeer knows this and is working with the sages along with the doctor to reach that point.
Sounds, ambitious, I guess?
But obviously,
Anyway,
they're using
this
each
is all
other in one way or
way
another.
beyond
They're
me.
going to use the Balladeer to make him a new greater god, Rukkhadevata, whereas Balladeer is going to try and use his godhood to rule over whatever the hell he wants to rule over. So, like, that's a fair point, but, like, are they really that stupid? Are they all thinking they're the smartest person in the room? I'm sorry, I'm an intelligent person. I am hyper intelligent. Not hyper intelligent, that's a bit too much credit for me. I'm very intelligent. I always assume I'm the dumbest person in the room, and I try and make contingency plans.
As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough.
I like Dia.
I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to and left Sumeru in a hurry. Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the Balladeer. Is that why they tried to seize Hypatia?
Well, I mean, he's the former doll created by the original Electro Archon. Previous Electro Archon, sorry. Given life by a Shneznayan person, made friends with a child who was sick, and then died, and then threw a fit because mortality is a thing. And he said that the child broke his promise, even though the child was sick and dying. The Balladeer better be fucking 2 or something like that. Hello, Jester. I'm throwing a fit.
You said the Balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
Are you free to hear me rant, Jester, or are you still studying?
Have you noticed? The Balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the Balladeer zap him with lightning?
Please.
Based on what the Traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us.
I have so many questions, Jester. So basically, in the story so far, Doctor has basically kind of lured us away from Paradise DI to try and send Fatui killers to kill Hypatia for connecting to the Balladeer and seeing the Balladeer's past. We came back, stopped it. We had a conversation with the Balladeer. Balladeer's like, I'm a god now. I have ego. Nobody can stop me. I'm a strike lightning around everything. And now we're here. That's unfun. Did you get it done? Did you get the quiz
In
done?
other words, we've successfully completed the stage of the plan. The doctor is out of the picture now.
Yay! That's a big accomplishment!
I'm also happy for you.
But my biggest gripe that I'm having is, first and foremost, the Fatui that came to try and sneak into Paradise were acting like they could do whatever the fuck they want in a foreign country, which I am sorry, no. Foreign diplomats have absolutely no right to do that shit. Doesn't matter who you are. I asked if you got the quiz done.
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Like, the rest of what I have isn't so much a question as it is a rant.
Yeah, all right.
But I'm just wondering if you got the quiz done on time.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous.
Good.
with the others at the Grand
Do you think you
Bazaar.
did well? I think you did well. I personally think you did well.
Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
Ew. And that's a quiz for you? Ew. But anyways, like, my biggest gripe about it all, like, I get about the ego and the derangement and stuff like that. Fully understand it. It's classic whenever somebody who's had no power gets the power of a god and stuff like that. I need this. Why do you always wait until I'm recording to have a panic attack, dog? Here's why she did what she did, because the writer wanted her to. I'm sorry, that's a very horrible answer. Do not use that answer. So, yeah, he was born a god. What was he born to be a god, though? Like, really? Was he really born to be a god? Or is that something he basically told himself? Because from what I remember, he was something made by a god as a form of a body, but they never went through with it. I don't feel like that constitutes him being able to say, I was meant to be a god. I was born to be a god. Then again, I could be wrong, and I'm just viewing it wrong, but still, it's stupid.
All right.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI.
But,
The
like, my
situation
biggest
was a bit
issues were...
complicated, but we found Tainari.
My biggest issues weren't even that,
wounded during a
although
fight.
I do have an issue with, like,
Who
his
was
motivations of
behind it?
being like, this human child that was very
well,
clearly
that's
sick
the
and
tough
looked like
part.
he's dying,
Which
broke his
should I say,
promise to me by
Traveler?
dying.
The Fatui or the Balladeer?
Balladeer better be fucking 2.
After some back and forth, we confirmed that the
But-
doctors left Sumeru by boat.
So he wasn't
There's
made to be a
something
god, he was made to be a
urgent to
fucking
attend to back
battery.
in Snezhnaya. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already
Anyways,
resting,
2.
so he'll be okay.
He had access to my thoughts and my memories for the most part
Just to tell you this message,
while we were talking with each other during his little ghostly escapades in front of Hypatia. Why in hell's half
I'll
acre
remember that.
was he like, haha, you suck at turning me against my ally. What's the point of him doing that? He doesn't know his
To
place.
avoid alerting the quarry.
Like, dude, you can see my memories. You know for a fact that he is sending Fatui Harbingers, which I've killed a few, not Harbingers, Fatui people, to try and murder your follower.
As well as their bold strategy.
Get your shit
It
together.
appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay.
Yeah, well,
this
he's
meeting is
shit at
adjourned.
posturing.
Huh?
If he thinks I'm shit at showing Discord, he's shit at posturing.
Well, what else is there
Posturing.
to discuss?
Posturing.
Shouldn't
Posturing.
you end with some words of
Posturing.
encouragement?
Posturing's the word.
You know, to fire us up now?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
Because he doesn't have his ego in check and he thinks he can outdo me.
You- Ugh.
Quite literally, that's why.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect,
I
then
don't
must
think he was
reiterate that I'm here
posturing.
to
I think he
strive
was
for and
genuinely
not to lead.
too far up
So
his
you
own
should find
ass.
someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should
No, that's
remind
giving
you
him too much
I'm
credit.
the scribe.
That's genuinely giving him too much
So
credit.
A scribe is responsible for recording
I
meetings,
firmly
not
believe he was
speaking.
too far up his own ass.
Fine, whatever. Well,
And the only
Steiner
reason he was
doesn't seem to
striking
be
the
much
world
of a
with lightning was
talker
because he
either.
was trying to basically kill
That
us.
leaves it to my employer.
Employer?
Yep, the Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah, say something to boost morale.
Oh, and then I have a serious question. Like a genuinely serious question. How disconnected are the fucking Harbingers from each other?
What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Nilu. Hey, everyone.
Genuine question. Like,
I'm not
seriously.
disturbing
Okay,
you,
so I
am
understand that they don't have to be
Not
like
at all.
working side by side with
I was
each other
actually
all
just
the
about to go
time,
find
but
you.
do they not know the shit that goes on
Uh,
in
guess
some
you
way,
couldn't
shape, or
keep an eye
form
your serious faces. You were discussing
to each
something
other?
important.
Because one of the statements, I can't fully remember it word for word, but Balladeer basically said, "Oh, why would I believe what you say? There's no way the doctor could do that. Why would he want to do that?" Basically, that's what he was saying. And I'm sitting here being like, you don't know what the doctor's done? Like, even a rumor or two about the doctor. You haven't heard a single rumor or two about him?
Something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Like, I understand the not being communicating with each other.
You're seriously inviting me?
But what if... How would they not hear something about each other? You are loud with your panting, dog.
I can't believe my ears.
Like, that's the thing,
You are
like...
truly the bravest and most passionate people of
It's almost
Sumeru
impossible not to hear rumors.
I've ever met.
Even if you're in a position of power. It's almost impossible not to hear rumors.
The traveler.
And I don't quite understand how they couldn't be able to do that.
You are
I really
awesome
don't.
as well. That's right. I must admit that I'm
Like, unless they were
scared,
actively
but
ignoring the
I'll try my
rumors,
best
which
to
is
Lesser Lord
possible.
Kusanali.
I'm going to give them that much credit.
If I can somehow use my abilities to help you, then
But I
count me
still
in.
feel
Remember,
it's extremely
believe in
annoying
yourself.
Okay.
that they don't
I'll
have
get my friends
any
at the
form, like,
Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
quite literally, Signora
Remember not
approved
to
it
say too much.
with
Be
Child.
discreet.
Yep.
I'm not even joking, like, the whole
All the
situation with
preparations are
Child
done.
was him being used as a
Now,
pawn by
can we
Signora.
finally conclude this meeting?
She had to have known something about Child in order to use him as a pawn. You can't just use a blank slate, a random stranger you don't know is a variable in a plan. You can't
Oh,
not
thought of
know
what you've got to
something
say,
about somebody you're
boss?
going to use as a pawn.
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome.
But moving on from that,
Well said. A good
there's
night's
something
rest
else that was
before an
kind of
operation
bugging me.
Can be the difference between success and failure.
On the Balladier's side, I can
Thankfully, I've had
understand
my
why
peace
he
myself
thinks this way.
recently. It's been nice.
But this one is the
Quiet.
Sages.
Uh-huh.
And I'm chalking it up to their
Oh,
ego being bigger than their intelligence.
Let's all go home and get a good night's sleep.
Um,
We can be a pair
so
tomorrow.
basically,
Okay.
the God Creation Project,
Time to say goodnight.
Balladeer is obviously going to use his newfound godhood to do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't know what it is yet. I can't remember what it is. I think he just wants to be a problem child. Victory Road, hey, you're going to get sued by the Pokemon Company for that one. They own that word. They own that pair of words. You're not allowed to say that. Hi, Jade. You have to wait till the next day. And obviously, the sages want to use the Balladier's new godhood to recreate, basically, greater Lord Rukkhadevati. That part makes sense to me.
Academia's near Garba.
Here's where I start to kind of lose
Into action.
the plot due to them being
All
stupid.
Wisdom should be waiting for us. Let's go
Do they
to
not
Academia and find him.
think that the other side is going to backstab them in one way or another? Like, seriously, that's where I lose it. Like I said earlier, I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I'm pretty damn intelligent. And normally I would assume, in this kind of situation, somebody would try to backstab me. Pay no attention to that voice crack. I have no idea what happened there. Oh no, the Roach Parade. Like, for example, how do the sages 100% know that they're going to be able to control this new god that they're creating? Quite literally, how do they know? Like, how many contingency plans have they made up where if they can't control him initially, they can shut it down? And in the inverse side, with Balladeer, how does he know that they aren't going to try and control him against his will?
Not really. Hyman got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost up. What about you all, Hatham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
Like, that's what I don't assume that the Balladeer is intelligent in any way, shape, or form. Honestly, I would see the Sages having a bunch of contingency plans. But, like,
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
I don't see how the Balladeer can have so much confidence that he's going to be able to come out on top with this.
Our target is Grand Sage.
In fact, the only thing that saved all of this, quite literally, the only thing that saved all of this from being one, like, hour-long rant for me is the fact that they called him deranged. If they had not called him deranged, I would have been like, there's no way he has this kind of confidence. It's just not okay. There has to be a reason to get... No, he's just insane.
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it could no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Nyargarbaha Day, arguably
These
the
names.
most important day to the Academia. The Sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all.
I feel like there would be more security over all this place.
The Academia should have already started preparing for Nyargarbaha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Yes.
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
I was joking.
I can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Alhaitham if things go south.
I wasn't trying to call it, but I called it. Yay! We're just gonna walk through the front door. None of these guys are stopping me. That makes no sense. They're security. Well, obviously this isn't the main office then.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
Paimon.
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the Sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
City of Knowledge, where everybody should be allowed to learn things and improve and gain more wisdom. How do you gain more wisdom? Outside sources. What does this place do? Lock their doors and make it so that no outside sources can come in with new knowledge. City of Wisdom, everybody.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
Yeah, Dick.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me.
3rd place? Wow, I would be proud if you had gotten 1st place.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking.
Yeah, Dick.
Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't tell me the answer.
I'm amazed the frickin' Akasha didn't tell you, hey, dumbass, don't question them. That's what I say you should do.
The Sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler?
Oh my goodness.
And you
He's
were
so
stuck
good
with
at
the
thinking.
academia for so long
You can
because-
tell he's intelligent because he's so good at putting things together.
Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
Okay. This has been on my mind since I started, and I'm going to say it right now. This is not the city of wisdom. This is the city of intelligence. There is no common sense in this town.
As I expected. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
Hello, Lucy. Also, how dare you change my name? I'm insulted. Lucy, you're in the corner now.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your
I
contribution.
take pride in my name, and you have insulted me. Might have to mute.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances.
So, instead of being smart and being like, what?
Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuses.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
Back to what I was saying. So, rather than being intelligent and swallowing your pride, you're going to double down on looking like an idiot. City of Intelligence, ladies and gentlemen. Stop me, I dare you. I will throw you off the ocean. I forgot to add the bridge into the ocean, but...
Is this the Academia's library?
Stop. Anyways, how you doing, Lucy?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
And yet nobody's allowed in. Except the smartest people in Teyvat. Gods, I want to kill them.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyargarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters.
Good.
Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
No, they didn't let me in because I insulted what little intelligence they actually have.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Paimon, that was an extremely stupid question.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Grand Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
Alhaitham, don't you have an... Don't you have...
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there?
Doesn't he have... Like... Not a reputation, like... Oh, great, now I'm missing the word. I know the word, I'm missing it. Oh, no. This is gonna bug me.
And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
What is he gonna do? He is an elderly nerd. What is the worst that he can do? He doesn't have a vision.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
Busted.
What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe.
I literally can kick everyone's ass in this room.
An eyewitness
including
informed me
Alhaitham's.
of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct? It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have no intention of making a reckless stand.
You're the type of person that uses big words without really knowing what they mean. No, you know what they mean, but you do it to stroke your own ego.
The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
That was easy. Don't stare at me, dog.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
We literally can kick all their ass. Not a single one of them has a vision.
All right then, Traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Nyargarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little
This is gonna
time
anger
for
me,
idle
isn't it?
chit-chat before I... You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors.
Yeah, you guys are very bad at hiding your tracks.
If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
You actively almost killed several thousand people. 100 people. 100,000 people? How many people did they almost kill with their samsara bit?
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Worthless.
To you, not to them. That's so stupid. Why would you? Oh my goodness, why would you be so stupid? This godly item is of no worth to me. It holds the power of a god. Oh, you guys who are like basically you guys who are basically terrorists in other countries want this thing that holds deep, godly, divine power? Okay, it's worthless to me.
Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work.
My dude, if I shot a bullet through your fucking chest, you would die.
Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god.
No, you're using human intelligence to create a god. Human wisdom would dictate probably shouldn't do that. Especially with a group of terrorists.
If humanity
I shouldn't be saying that on stream. I shouldn't be saying that word, because Switch doesn't like that word.
Is the pinnacle of human wisdom.
No, it's not. Intelligence is knowing how to create a god. Wisdom is knowing whether or not you should. Clearly, you shouldn't.
We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge.
You already have the god you want. You want somebody to tell you how to do things. That's your freaking Akasha right there. You don't want knowledge. You want to be told what to do. You are a sheep, sir.
Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plights.
No, that's another bag of worms that we don't want to get into.
For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion.
Oh my goodness.
Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even do?
She can exist inside of a computer program. Can you exist inside of a computer program, sir?
Care for the people, fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. These are but child's play for the academic.
Oh yeah, I forgot that fairy tale about how there's a dead king coming back from the dead and wanting to kill off every person from academia. Great fairy tale. Makes my kids fall asleep real easy.
We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom.
Then clearly you don't know what it is.
The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like?
Cool, great question. Why don't you pursue it?
With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated.
Nope, let's just put it away under the rug so that we never have to think about it again. As long as a god's telling us what to do, we know what to do.
What a pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Oh, Hatham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble.
I can't tell if this is a betrayal or him playing with what information we got.
Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Oh, Hatham? So you're still on the academia side! We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe.
This is one of those instances where I genuinely can't tell if we have been betrayed. So I don't feel backstabbed.
As it is Niagarba day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what
He's
that
playing
means.
them.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons.
Didn't you actively just try and kill off an entire group of people? And then show, like, no remorse? Or, like, admit to it? That's a level of dishonesty right there, my good sir.
Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion?
No. What? No. That's not how that works.
In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
Cool, but what if I brought the knave here?
You're despicable!
You're an idiot. Just call him an idiot. If you want to insult him, insult his intelligence.
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no? Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. I will spell things out.
Can we stop and just punch this guy?
First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the traveler at Caravan Rebat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range.
Isn't that part of trying to gain trust?
Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
Paimon, shut the fuck up.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the Academia.
Okay, you didn't know that.
With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What do you think?
Can we just punch this guy?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work.
This isn't really filling me with any form of emotion other than, can I punch this guy?
Sneak into the Academia on Nia Garbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward.
This is the point in D&D where I say, screw the rules, I cast Fireball.
As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say, no? Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academics.
No, it wouldn't, because you just replaced it with some lapdog.
However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
A god that tells us what to do.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
You betrayed Greater Lord Rukadavade, and I'm not joking about that. You actively did, because guess who she is?
So flight is turned to fight at long last. Guards!
They're gonna die. You've sent them to die. Whoa.
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule?
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation.
I don't think he
Aren't
did
you
it for
doing
that
the
reason.
exact same thing as me, Ulhatham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power. He has gone completely insane.
I'm pretty sure that actually would have killed him. We literally can kick their ass.
And exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
We literally can kick their ass.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbahade. We may begin to enter
That
the
name,
capsules
I will never not think that that name is stupidly funny.
You may begin.
You've been played, dumbass. You've been played! Oh my goodness. Can I please kill the sages? Please. I want to kill Azar. I know this kind of ruins it, but can't we just teleport out with the waystones? Paimon. Wait a minute, Paimon, you can float!
A bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Ulhatham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Ulhatham sure knows how to cook up a plan.
Okay, I'm gonna stop playing for a bit. I'm gonna talk about something. Normally, this would be considered bad writing, in my opinion, but they actually did a relatively decent job with the simple fact that they didn't show us what the plan was at the very beginning. But at the same time, they've kind of made it easier for someone like me to kind of call what's happening. So yeah, good job, but could do better.
What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
Why didn't you just let me punch him?
Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the Sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk he poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the Sages will likely think that everything is under control.
Ego.
And with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
We're in control. We're winning. We'll finally have a god that tells us what to do. No longer will I have to question whether or not I should wipe my own ass.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
Given how they're behaving, I genuinely have a hard time believing that these sages are actually able of taking care of themselves. I think that a lot of them aren't even eating properly.
That isn't the only reason.
And not because they're studiers.
He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the
I think they genuinely don't know when to eat.
custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown and jailed for.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors.
That is extremely stupid on their part. Why the fuck would they do that?
I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up...
That is...
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Alhaitham modified.
I was kind of wondering about that.
Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida after all this time.
This entire...
There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal.
What? Oh.
Almost like...
I've got new mail. Oh, I can't check my mail. I got new mail, though. What the fuck kind of confinement area is this? What? What the fuck? Guess what? Hello. Thank you. Hello.
It's Mora. Ooh, Mora. No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure.
Zio? Oh my goodness, I am sorry if I pronounced this wrong. Jawa Lover 37, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I should check YouTube real quick. Okay. My YouTube has been keeping up. So I just run around and try and find a place for this. Okay. Zhao. Zhao. Got it. Aha!
Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed?
I don't think they're that smart. But they could be. Well, thank you for coming in and following me and sticking around to watch some of my stream. There you go.
Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed?
Is that all Paimon's going to say for this? But yes, thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy my stream. And I have more streams coming in the future. Why is there Mora in here? Oh, and also, if you'd like to see my entire journey through Genshin Impact, that's actually on my YouTube channel, which is connected to my Twitch.
Are you getting anything?
I feel like that might be something else, but okay.
Please work.
I'm in the dark void. Is this a realm of consciousness? I'm mashing the X button. Nahida! Need to think of a way to wake her up. Quick! Hit her with a wet noodle. That's a wall.
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
He's actually talking. That actually threw me off a bit. That's got to be the most uncomfortable way to sleep.
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born.
I'm going to be sad now, aren't I?
I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying, kept listening to my people and their hearts, kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. so I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
You are Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Sarasthana.
You are Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
The sages are creating a god to replace me.
Somebody tell me that they find out that she is Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and they basically have their foots all the way in their throats.
And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
That would be so ironic to me.
Nahida! Nahida!
Whoa, what the... What is that pattern in the little blasts that I'm making?
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them?
Is this where she finds out that she was Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed?
Can I just give this child a hug?
How do I really feel about all of this?
I want to give this child a hug.
It's so quiet here.
And this kind of line of thinking is how I got sedatophobia.
Since you're the god of wisdom,
Hello.
you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
Is that Rukkhadevata's voice? I love it.
Who are you? Whose voice is that?
I could also see her growing into that voice.
You're right, though. I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
I'm breaking it! Or is she breaking it?
Nahida!
Now the question is, did I break that with Ameno or Dendro? Because it looked like Ameno. I see tiny feet.
Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
It's so weird to hear him talk.
I'm fine. It's just, when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
Good. Break something. Preferably the Elder Sage's face.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! We weren't locked up for nothing. When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarba day stuff? Yep, so that means our next
That name will never not be funny to me. I will never try and pronounce it, but it will never not be funny to me. It literally sounds like somebody wanted to make up garble. Like a garbled word.
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and this one is especially important.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on the subject.
Almost like the amount of trust you have on a piece of machinery that says what you can and can't learn.
But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry. They've been through worse. Everything's going to be fine.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back. Be careful, even if it's only for our sakes.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
I like his name. Zubair. I'm Nilu!
Here!
Whoa, hello. I like her attack. Where am I going? But while I have that active... Ooh, what's the charge attack do? Oh, doesn't seem like there is a charge attack for that changed attack skill.
Nilu, how's it going? Nervous?
Why are you stopping me?
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried I won't dance well enough.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care of everything else.
Are we starting a riot? Please say yes.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even though we came here together to help out.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends. I really, really appreciate all of your help.
Ooh, that sounds great. Huh? How can we say no to that?
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to the academia so they don't interrupt your performance.
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped. It's really dangerous there, so stay away.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh well, I guess it does sound like something the Academia would do.
Keep in mind, I'm pretty sure that like 80% of you in this area alone were used as an experiment like that. Yes.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry. It'll be a piece of cake.
Riot, 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 riot. Oh no, we're getting children involved.
Nilu. Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our bait people away with Yalda Candy's plan is working beautifully.
Oh good. Candy. I like candy.
Do you want some candy? We have more than we can give out.
Vihar, thank you so much for doing all of this. And even dressed up as the Knight of Flowers, no less. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to start one.
You have a point. The stage is cleared and everything's ready, so you can start your performance at any time.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful. All right, time to hit the stage.
Riot, riot, riot.
Since I'll have such a great view of the show.
Break down the establishment. Do it. If I can do it. Destroy them. I am slightly confused on what this is supposed to do, but I am not going to question it.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Well, yeah, fuck your rules.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit.
Hey. Wait. That said something new. That was fun. Use their reliance on the Akasha to get information out against them. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped. Detain her. Also, the fact that that's a freaking rule.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by.
That is a bit, suspect? Why are you trying to detain a god?
Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going well.
Also, I'm sorry, if I was a guard and I got that and I was like, you're telling me to detain a god. I am a guard without a vision. Well, I always wanted to be a baker in Mondstadt.
Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it!
Trixie, I'm glad they did show us that too.
Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormos when everyone else was distracted?
He's got good sleight of hand.
It's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil.
Aren't we supposed to be on a time crunch?
Let's review our plan for this stage again.
Shouldn't we have done that before?
Nothing else to do right now anyway, and it'll help us feel more confident. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the Doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
Well, that's all they can do. They're not intelligent enough to form their own thought. They're either relying on some scumbag that wants to control them, like little puppets, or they're relying on a god. I wouldn't be surprised if Greater Lord Rukadavada did all this on purpose just so she could get a freaking break.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the Academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Also, I'm sorry, why aren't they installing these as they come?
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time I'll smuggle some misleading information into it.
Good. They deserve it.
We need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyargarbaha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the Sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so, the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated. But it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the Academia without any effort. That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced. They will view everything the Akasha releases to them as the unequivocal truth.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
And the worst part is they let it happen.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing, too.
I'm sorry, but the minute they said that it tells you what you're allowed to learn, immediately I would have taken the damn thing off. Because, no, I'm not allowing a machine to tell me what I can and cannot learn.
By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
The only time I'll be okay with it is if it's something to the effect of, like, government personnel's inner workings or something like that. Like, if it's something that I technically don't have a clearance for in terms of security, then I get it. But, like, I wonder what type of wood would be ideal for me to build this cabinet. Akasha, I'm sorry, you don't have the clearance to learn of this knowledge. What?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards in the Academia are gone,
Then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine.
Oh boy. Oh no. How much of a ride is this gonna be? I doubt anybody will actually get hurt. But I get the feeling a lot of students are gonna have a hard time with their life. Oh no. The guards are gone.
Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the Academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the Academia, this is our hunting ground.
I think the Matra are in trouble.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize...
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
Okay, you are right. Here's the issue, though. Because of that behavior, they are about as dangerous as a child.
Speaking of which...
The only difference is it's okay to punch their faces in. The sages, not the child's. Don't punch child's faces in, people. Don't do that.
Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm...
Indeed, the trap has been set.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will be the key.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's...
Why are we dragging a child into this?
Besides,
what is our obsession with endangering a child?
Anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person, after all.
For comedic reasons, that's fine. Because they basically just told Isak to act like Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Anyway, I think I see them coming. Let's head out.
Good luck.
But once again, why are we endangering a child? And what is our obsession with endangering a child? Why are we doing this? This isn't a cartoon!
This outfit...
Please tell me we at least made it comfortable for him.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
Was that supposed to be a link?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I
Also,
did.
Jade, if you are still around,
A little nervous.
I recently added SiriBot to my streams as a moderator as well to try and make your job easier.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to...
Also, I was kind of forced to do so because Jester wouldn't leave me alone during last stream if I didn't.
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa.
I personally blame Jester.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia cart.
If need be, I can remove the bot.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath.
What was that
and
message
go.
even?
You can do this.
Spam detected, that's all I got. Why this camera angle? I'm not even controlling this.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Huh? Did I just see something dart by? I'd better go have a look. Were my eyes playing tricks on me? I should go check to see if someone's hiding over there. There seems to be nothing here. Just...
What am I doing?
Good thing they didn't find me. I was close. I'd better hurry and keep going.
What am I doing?
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not see anything just now?
Oh no, they found me. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Assemble and arrest her!
What, Jay, do you think adding Siribot was a good idea or no?
Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you all? Eremites from the...
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition, or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
She has a point. You all have walked into an area with only 4 exits. 3 exits.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed us?
I'm sorry, you did not just ask how an ambush was possible when you just walked into an area with only 3 exits, and all 3 exits are blocked.
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves!
This is no longer arrogance. This is pure stupidity. This is idiocy in its finest form. And here I was thinking I'd be fighting.
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Niagarbha Day ceremonies.
Niagarbha
But it's
Day.
much quieter than usual. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards? Guards!
I'm sorry, did you not just put out a thing that said that all artistic expression is banned? How do you know that the town hasn't been starting a riot with a bunch of different people doing artistic expression or something like that?
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
Because you're an elderly asshole standing in the middle of a fucking school screaming for the guards. Why else would he come over and look at you?
My apologies, Grand Sage.
Don't you apologize. He's the one in the wrong here.
Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought you knew.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest?
You've banned artistic expression. What did you think was going to happen to anybody who was expressing artistic expression? Genuinely speaking, did you think they were just going to get a verbal warning and then if they refused, the guards were just going to say, oh, okay, have a nice day? Obviously somebody's going to get arrested.
I have an ominous feeling.
Your ominous feeling should be whether or not you actually have working brain cells.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Also, how did you not get that? Well, I mean, I guess it was only for the guard. Wait, why did you get it? Uday, why did you get it? You're not a guard. That might be a plot hole here.
Lesser Lord Kusanali. You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
I hope so.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed her?
I'm actually okay. So like, I'm actively trying to keep up with their thought process, and I'm not saying they should kind of figure out like, oh, the things were switched and stuff like that. But genuinely speaking, how is he not questioning that he hasn't gotten a thing about Lesser Lord Kusanali escaping?
That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are already in our hands.
Yeah, you put us right next to her prison. Did you not think we would escape?
What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear into thin air?
Also, did anybody check Lesser Lord Kusanali's room? This is the Hypatia thing all over again. Did anybody check?
Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
There we go.
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Okay, but once again, here's the issue. How did you get it? Did a guard tell you what it was? If that's the case, that's fine. But you're not a guard.
Let me check.
You're genuinely not a guard, is he? Is that guy a guard?
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring?
Yes, because you're an idiot.
Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali.
At least he has that much intelligence.
Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No, I haven't.
You really should have.
It may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
I am offended that you would say that. Of course it doesn't make any sense. The guy is senile. Put him in jail.
How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us.
Some wisdom you guys have.
If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that way?
I'm face-palming right now. You guys can't see it, but I'm currently face-palming. How in hell's half-acre can you guys call yourselves scholars if you are learning what somebody is telling you to learn? Y'all are idiots.
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you trying to use my words against me?
Yes, because that is what you preached to them 24/7. Stop acting like you are the smartest person in the room. Stop acting like you are a god, because you are not. You are a fucking idiot. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Shut the fuck up. I hope this video doesn't get demonetized.
I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Surasthana on my own.
Please tell me we can punch this guy in the face. He has nobody to protect him. He is an elderly man. I don't normally say let's bully the elderly. Can we bully this elderly man? I am praying for his downfall. I am actively praying for his downfall. I hate this man.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must
Yes, be a smart scholar. Stop thinking. She's gonna be gone, isn't she?
Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes. She really appeared again? What is the meaning of this?
What a comical sight, Azar.
You should definitely be shitting your pants right now, dude.
Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence.
And spit on the face of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Seriously, how do you know that she wasn't left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata so you guys would have something to hold on to? Genuinely speaking, you have spat on her legacy nonstop.
She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino, have you been waiting for a chance like this? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me, but I didn't expect it to turn out like this. I was careless.
What can you do? No, seriously, I want to see what you can do. I'm genuinely being genuine here. I want to know what you can do, sir. Seriously. Because from what where I'm standing, you are a frail old man that will literally die. All I have to do is say boo.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
Wasn't that part of the calculations? Oh, I'm sorry. That was probably the 2% that is in error.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Suristhana. Under your own regulations, even Academia staff are forbidden to come here. No one will come to save you.
Unless the Fatui can come in.
As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
Also, Sino dropped the bomb. Literally dropped the bomb right now. That is Greater Lord Rukkhadevata in that ball.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Muhammad?
I'm sorry, but if he has evidence, you pleading guilty or not won't do anything.
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
I really want Sino. Am I about to fight an old man?